Nourishing Mystery is the title of the sermon that will be given by Reverend Anna Maria Tenberes Lopez. Reverend Anna Marie Tenberes Lopez contributes to spiritual community by conducting workshops that explore transcendental philosophies and other foundational universal principles. Reverend Anna embodies the perspective of indigenous cosmology and modern spirituality as a representative of women of color, immigrant and indigenous populations, and the LGBTQ community. Reverend Anna Maria Tenberes Lopez is an ordained minister of New Thought community and a member of the Koki Mahis tribe. Reverend Anna is a shamanic teacher of the Pachacuti, thank you, Mesa cross-cultural shamanic arts for personal and planetary renewal, and has an active hospice and palliative care ministry. Reverend Anna Maria has been walking the path of shamanic healing for over 30 years. So you started when you were 31. She has utilized native prayers, drumming, sound therapy, and hands-on healing prayer of compassionate comfort for patients and their families. These gifts have brought her to the end-of-life care for her local community, and her close hands-on teaching with Don Oscar Miro Caseda, is that Peruvian maestro of the Pachacuti Mesa tradition, has elevated her compassion and understanding of how best to assist all care providers, patients, and their families. This ancient tradition has been handed down orally from generation to generation. She is honored to carry on these traditions from the ancestors. Create wonder. And with this, I welcome Reverend Anna Maria Lopez to our church.
Tobacco. For my people, we never go anywhere without it. You'll see in every one of the cars that I ride in, every almost corner of my house, there is a little pouch of tobacco. For when there is an expression to be one with the mystery, my people, we will grab a pinch of tobacco, and I invite you to do this ritual, okay? You can have a pinch of tobacco or leaves of a favorite plant, and you can go out to the walkway of your house. I was out here at the walkway in the trees out in the parking lot. I came right here to recognize those that came before us. And what we're doing is we're sharing the sacred breath that we all share, whether you are here or not. It is the intention of my people to remember that we walk this earth together. And so you may set that sacred breath of oneness and come into an alignment with the great mystery. And you set it down. And in that moment, we become not separate, but one together. Can you hear me okay? I'm so sorry. Okay. I just want to say thank you for inviting me to share with your community. You're one of my favorite communities. Don't tell my other community that. Oops. Sorry. No, I love my New Thought community. I often walk together gratefully and honorably with Reverend Tim and much of the community here. And it is always an honor and a pleasure for my heart to be here with you and be in sacred circle. I want to say thanks to all the people that make today happen. Those that are the scene back here, the videos and the mic guy, thank you so much. The beautiful voices, the beauty that you bring, I aspire to when I'm all by myself at home. I sound just like that. Right? I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not alone. Thank you to the music makers. I appreciate you. All those who show up early to plug in the coffee, thank you. I just really appreciate your community, and I cannot thank you enough for sharing your heart space with me. The theme for this month, Reverend Tim told me, was the mystery. And I'm like, oh, yes! In my native, nature-honoring lineage, the great mystery to us is magical. A magic that is limitless and all around us. It is, oh gosh, I thought I could do it without my glasses, but so sorry, that's not happening. It appears to us as the nature kingdom. I start with a quote from Josh Osvitsky. The one who may be met face to face in the mysterious, shadowy aisles of the primeval forest, or on the sunlit bosom of virgin prairies, upon dizzying spires and pinnacles of naked rock, and in the vast jeweled vault of the night sky, there is Mother Nature. Aho. And in speaking of Mother Nature, it is my honor to call the Four Corners. Ancient ones of the East, we come together in this sacred circle to recognize all two-legged, all four-legged, all winged brothers and sisters, all brothers and sisters of the waters, the creepy crawly, the slithery kind, sorry my friends, but the tall standing, the tree people, the rock people, all those of us that occupy this space. We call for the ancestors of the East to gently walk with us and guide us. We call for the ancestors of the South. We call for the ancestors of the West. We call for the grandmothers of the North. And back to the beginning, where we stand as that beautiful representation of the great mystery. Aho mitakuyo yasen. And by the way, it is the Pachacuti Mesa tradition. Thank you so much, my sister. I'm so sorry I didn't say that to you earlier. And no worries. Our reverent connection has been taught and shared from generation to generation. From the very beginning, we are wired for a mystical experience as we walk upon this earth, Mother. Our connections to that from which surrounds us has become muddled. Even when we take the time to smell a flower, we are honoring that flower. And then we pick it and we take it home to continue to admire its beauty. There is an honoring in that too. But we have just created a very different experience with that flower than the original one we had when we walked upon the shared beauty. When we walk upon the flower and admire it, we are prompted to smell it or to just be with it in that moment. That precious moment. We have awoken within us an invitation by that flower, the representative in that moment of the Earth Mother, this amazing mystery, to be shared in her natural glory. And that great mystery of the flower has become something else, something more, once we took it home. Still to be mired and honored, but different. There are teachings and stories in my lineage that we try to remember to remind us to look for those magical moments when we walked upon this amazing gift. Has anybody ever seen flowers grow out of the rocks? It reminds us, Mother Nature reminds us of the great mystery that wherever we are at, we can grow into that beautiful flower. From perception to our experiences, there is a magical mystery between those two words, perception and experience. And today, I'd like to invite Grandmother Spider to come in to fill in a little bit between there. Grandmother Spider weaves the mystery with you. She is the creator of many stories, connecting us all with her golden web. Today, she invites us to remember our connection to the nature spirits and how they might be able to help us on a journey as two-leggeds walking upon her, the Earth Mother. Grandmother Spider shares with us from a lineage that dates back to the time before time, when stories were not written down, but were told daily. Now, as we share this grandmother's story, I invite you to be aware, to pick one direction, maybe two, that resonates with you. And then I'll share a little bit more about that afterwards. Grandmother Spider steps it through to say, we weave from the south, inviting the Terracuna, leading the nutritive forces as guardians. They are called the Watchers. When you are walking along a path and feel as if you are being watched, pay attention. Are you walking in joy? Are you walking with joy in your heart to be where you are in that moment? To be connected in the sacred Earth Mother? Or are you somewhere else, worrying about family member, jobs, people, places, or things? They, the Terracuna, are quick to remind us to be present in the beauty of where you are. They will ask for a pago, a payment, if you are not where you are standing. The ceremony of Aini, which is sacred reciprocity, can be shared in this moment when we forget. If we are not paying attention, the Terracuna, the Watchers, will show up. You might trip and fall, skin your knee, cut your hand. That is their offering, that they're asking for you to come back to this moment of now. Look at where you are walking. See and breathe what is around you. They are protective spirits of the Earth Mother. And they're asking you simply to breathe and be in the moment with them. This has been created for all of us. If you have found yourself on the end of that payment, that pago of tripping and falling, then we ask for you to give them the ceremonial Aini, the ceremonial reciprocity. And we do that by sharing some animal fat, just in case you might have some on you. We call it butter. This is the traditional form, though. Also, tobacco. and a 3-leaf kintu, or the coca leaf, if my Peruvian lineage steps in. And in this sacred wisdom of the coca leaf, the sacred mother, we ask to blow our intentions, one for the self, one for the earth mother, one for the community, and then we lay it down. And know that your path that you're walking through will become more joyful. And if you can relate to the Terracuna, then you are the ones who get really angry at the litter bugs. Thank you for that. Next, the grandmother spider weaves the web to the west. Those beings are called the Aki Kuna. The overlording presences in the natural world who assumes responsibilities, the Akikunas, for flourishing of the plant life. Often a diverse group of playful and mischievous beings. They are the fairies, the devas, the keepers of the great gardens and the forests. They are the doctors of the human's heart, inviting us into a balanced relationship. They are the natural nature healers. To honor them in your garden even. The ceremony of Aini is simply to give thanks, sharing your breath. Beautiful. Love. You can lay down some seedlings for the birds, beans, and this is when you lay down flowers. They love, fairies love beautiful flowers, cornmeal, and like I said, tobacco. If you can relate to the Akikuna, then your heart connects and is healed by the gardens of the forest. And next, the grandmother spider weaves us to the north, the Maki Kuna. The Maki are the tree spirits, the tall standing, the tree deities. They can be called grandmothers and grandfathers, much like our redwoods up here in the sequoias. I visit them often. I hear they're calling to me. I hope that they call to you. They are seen as the tree of life. They are special beings, for they feed on a beautiful light that's called Kanchai. This celestial energy then flows through the tree and feeds the soil and the minerals of the earth. Their branches reach to the heavens, calling that light down, not just for themselves, but so that they may be the hollow bone, and they may be the example for all of humanity. I hold this truth in my heart, especially these days. They invite you, as the ceremony of Aini, to bury crystals at their roots, to share water before you drink, or to sit with your back lined up and nestled against a huge red tree or any tree. Lay your hands upon their roots and just say hello. Soak up that good love. It is abundant for them. They do not know lack. Connect with the Malkis. Kuna. Malkis means tree. Kuna means plural, the people, the many. Be that empty vessel to manifest light in your own life. That is your connection to the Makikunas. As the grandmother weaves us to the east, the promise of our new day, every day, Father Sun rises, brings blessings for all, whether they have our perception of doing good or not. We see these rays in this reverence as the Machula Alanchis. The ancient ones are from the east. The benevolent ancient ones is what we call them. They are the masters of human arts. They instruct the living in the performance of these beautiful, beautiful skills. They whisper guidance to us. And the art of crafts, painting, singing, there is an otherworldly mystery that happens when they come in to surround you. They are also masters in the artistry of agriculture. From my families, I wish I knew growing up when we worked in the fields, that we were a part of the artistry of the Earth Mother. But I look back fondly today, knowing and being in gratitude that my hands were in the dirt. I could smell it in the stuck in my nose and all the dirt on my tongue. I didn't like it at the time. But today I'm grateful to look back on it with fondness and love. If you feel the Machula Lanchis, then you're the artists of the world. As the grandmother weaves us back to the center, deep gratitude, Grandmother Spider. Those are the Apukunas, the ancestrally venerated mountain deities, the mediators of our cosmos, mirroring to Earth, time beyond time. There's a powerful reverence that emanates from them when we take a moment to align ourselves with that which has been made long before us. We call them the original peoples of Earth. Those tall mountains, the Apukunas, were here from the very beginning of creation, standing in Peru approximately 14,000 feet and above. They think the little ones are 12,000 feet. I have visited them, and I'm telling you, such reverence and love that emanates from them to us as little people. They are here to remind us that all will come in good time, to look up over the horizon at what is before us, as well as what stands before us. For when we stand at the base of the Apukuna, it is a magical mystery that they are willing to share their wisdom. Be patient and look up at the cosmos, they say. These majestic beings are fed and served in ceremony with Aini, incense, smoke, three-leaf kintu, or three-leaf bay leaf kintu, and tobacco. But most of all, it's that sacred breath that we are sharing with them in that moment. We have become one with their whole evolution. And they are honoring us exactly where we stand. for this gift of the two-legged and experiencing more than who we are, or more than who we're afraid, more than even we think we can love in this moment. They're inviting us to expand, not our heart, but the expression into the experience of love. To connect with the Apakuna means you stand tall in your community, and people gravitate toward you. They feel safe. We want to thank the grandmother spider for her wisdom today. She leaves us with a poem. It's called The 7 Directions. And she blesses us. To the above, may we inspire you. To the below, may we sustain you. To the behind, may we protect you. To the before, may we guide you. Aho metakayu yasin. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being a part of our ceremony of the mystery and how we may continue to see more than what is just in front of us. So, in closing, I would like to, I don't know how much time I have. In closing, I would like to ask, who related to the Terracuna, the earth protectors? Thank you. Who related to the Aki Kuna, the guardians of the green thumbs and the fairy land? You love the forest time? Cool. You can have more than one. Who relates to the north, the Malki Kuna, the wisdom keepers? Though you are the ones that people go to advice for. Who relates to the Machula Alanchis, the benevolent ones, those that walk in artistry and creativity and think of poems or songs? Anyone? Come on, raise your hand. Yes. Some people just create poetry by just being there. And we end in the center, the Apukunas, the ancestral, venerated mountain lords, deities. They are the people who you feel safe around, or who feel safe around you. Anyone? The mountains? Oh, yes. Thank you for visiting. We thank you for inviting us, for bringing this expression of the great mystery from my people. I am deeply grateful that the ancestors have welcomed you and your ancestral lineage. Aho mitakiyu yasin. Blessings to you and all your relations. Thank you so much.